We are going to start off by showing you why we have a crisis in our community.
In 2011, none of the schools in Franklin-McKinley School District had an API of 875. API is the Academic Performance Index, and our goal is 875. 875 shows that the majority of our students are at the academic level that they need to be. Also, 6 out of 17 schools met the California minimum standard of 800 points. And if you look at the box on the bottom of our slide, our middle schools are some of the lowest performing in the school district.
Did you know we have a middle school crisis? This graph shows the percentage of students who are proficient in math and English language arts during the past 6 years. As you can see, last year only 31% of 8th grade students were proficient in math and only 47% were proficient in English. The California target for the school district is to have at least 68% of students in 8th grade to be proficient. On this graph, it is the green line. So for the past 6 years, our school district has not met the target of 68% of students being proficient. We haven't even reached 50%. Since this problem has existed for so many years, it is no longer just a problem. This is a middle school crisis.
Yes, indeed, the crisis exists for everyone, but the impact is even greater among our Latino students. The achievement gap between Latino and other students gets greater and greater as they get older. For example, in 2011, 47% of all students were proficient, but only 34% of Latino students were proficient, only 34%. This means that out of 10 Latino students, only 7 were not ready to go to high school. This is why our schools have become dropout factories. And when students drop out, they're more likely to join gangs, commit crimes, abuse drugs and alcohol, become teenage parents, live in poverty, and sometimes commit suicide. Did you know that last year in Santa Clara County, 75% of the youth in juvenile hall were Latino? 70% of Latino students are not proficient and ready to go to high school in our school district. Is it a coincidence that in 2011, 75% of the youth in juvenile hall were Latino? Is it a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. Our children are being robbed of the opportunity to excel in life.
In 2009, unemployment was at 10%, but high-tech industries like those in Silicon Valley could not find qualified workforce to fill their job. That's why in 2008, Bill Gates testified in front of Congress and said, we cannot sustain an economy based on innovation unless we have citizens well-educated in math, science, and engineering. If we fail at this, we won't be able to compete in the global economy. In Silicon Valley, the average income level of a person with a bachelor's degree is 2 times greater than the national average income. However, the future of children living in Santa Clara County, especially Latino children, is bleak. That's why we are and will be outsourcing jobs. Instead, we could provide quality education to our children and prepare them for these jobs. That is why the economic success of our country depends on our children's education today.
And this is what we've done. We met with all of our school board members and with superintendent and acting assistant superintendent to discuss our concerns and possible solutions. We also visited Renaissance Academy, Downtown College Prep, and KIPP Hardwood. And we also talked to the parents in our school district.
Our vision is to have excellent schools for all, and for Franklin-McKinley School District to be the best in the United States.
This is why our common goals are to have excellent middle schools now, to have parents to be involved in the strategic planning for our schools. Also, commitment to improving the safety in and around our schools, and commitment to closing the achievement gap by 2020.
That's why it's important for us as parents, school district staff, and board members to establish that there is a crisis. Secondly, we must provide school models that are high-performing. KIPP Hartwood is a high-performing school, and the majority of the students there are Latino. This graph shows KIPP's academic achievement in the past 4 years. As you can see, they're not only meeting, but exceeding the California target of 68% for all students, including Latino students.
KIPP stands for knowledge. KIPP is a middle school, and it's a charter school. It stands for Knowledge is Power program, and it provides an excellent education, not just because of the high scores, but because there is a culture of respect and discipline. They have great and committed teachers. The children feel safe, and they have high expectations that all children will go to college and graduate. This is why we want KIPP in our school district.
KIPP wants to open a new middle school in our school district in 2014. They plan on submitting a petition this fall, and we hope our board members will support it. We also know that the expansion is not guaranteed yet, and that 1,800 middle school students cannot fit into one KIPP school. That's why we want to work together to open another new middle school in addition to KIPP, either charter or district, by fall of 2013. Our school district has put a lot of effort and resources to improve existing low-performing schools, but our community needs a new middle school. We don't mean new buildings, but a new organization with a new staff team and a new culture where the expectation is that all children will be proficient. No excuses for failure. It's just very hard to create that kind of new culture when the people at a school have become used to doing just okay or to failing. There are so many examples here in the Valley of new public schools becoming excellent quickly, both charter and new district schools. That's what we want.
We also want to close the achievement gap. For this to happen, we need to have annual benchmarks toward our goal. And we want an annual report that is published in hard copy and posted on our school district website. This report will show the progress towards San Jose 2020 for all races and socioeconomic groups of students. If the annual goals are not met, bold and dramatic changes should be made at the schools not meeting those benchmarks.
We want excellent education for all children, no matter their income, race, language, or social background. That's why we should use proven models. We can't afford to wait anymore.
So parents and community, do you feel that we need changes now? Who here thinks that we can do this? Yes, together we can.